Hello everyone, I am Gautam Hari. Today I will walk you through the session about what AWS is and talk to you about some services and offerings and about how companies get benefited by migrating their application and infrastructure into AWS. So let's talk about that. Now before that, let's talk about how life was without any cloud provider and in this case how life was without AWS. So let's walk back and picture how things were back in 2000s, which is not so long ago, but a lot of changes for better had happened since that time. Now, back in 2000, a request for a new server is not a very happy thing at all because a lot of money, a lot of validations, a lot of planning are involved in getting a server online and up and running. And even after we finally got the server, it's not all said and done. A lot of optimization that needs to be done on that server to make it worth it and get a good return on investment from that server. And even after we have optimized for a good ROI, the work is still not done. There will often be a frequent increase and decrease in the capacity. And even news about our website getting popular and getting more hits. It's still an bittersweet experience because now I need to add more service to the environment, which means that it's going to cost me even more. But thanks to the present day cloud technology, if the same situation were to happen today, my new server it's almost ready and it's ready instantaneously with the swift tools and technologies that Amazon is providing. In provisioning my server instantaneously and adding any type of workload on top of it and making my storage and server secure, creating a durable storage where data that I stored in the cloud never gets lost. With all that features, Amazon has got our back. So let's talk about what is AWS. There are a lot of definitions for it, but I'm going to put together a simple and precise definition as much as possible. Cloud still runs on an hardware, all right, and there are certain features in that infrastructure, in that cloud infrastructure that makes cloud, or that makes AWS a cloud provider. Now we get all the services, all the technologies, all the features, and all the benefits that we get in our local data center, like security and compute capacity and databases, and in fact, we get even more cool features like content caching in various global locations around the planet. But again, out of all the features, the best part is that I get or we get everything on a pay as we go model. The less I use, the less I pay, and the more I use, the less I pay per unit. That's not all. The applications that we provision in AWS are very reliable because they run on a reliable infrastructure, and it's very scalable because it runs on an on demand infrastructure, and it's very flexible because of the designs and the design options available for me in the cloud. Let's talk about how all this happened. AWS was launched in 2002 after the Amazon we know as the online retail store wanted to sell their remaining or unused infrastructure as a service or as an offering for customers to buy and use it from them, sell infrastructure as a service. The idea sort of clicked and AWS launched their first product in 2006. After 4 years, Yeah, so that's like 4 years after the idea launch. And in 2012, they held a big sized customer event to gather inputs and concerns from customers. And they were very dedicated in making those requests happen. And that habit is still being followed. It's still being followed as a reinvent by AWS. And in 2015, Amazon announced its revenue to be 4.6 billion. And in 2015 through 2016, AWS launched products and services that helped migrate customer services into AWS. Well, there were products even before, but this is when a lot of focus was given on developing migration services. And in the same year, that's in 2016, Amazon's revenue was 10 billion, and not the least as we speak. And in the same year, that's in 2016, Amazon's revenue was 10 billion. And as we speak, Amazon has more than 100 products and services available for customers to get benefited from all. Some of the other advantages of AWS are security. AWS provides a secure and a durable platform that offers end to end privacy and security. Experience. You can benefit from the infrastructure management practices born from Amazon's years of experience. Flexible. It allows users to select the OS, a language, database, and other services. Ease of use. Users can host application quickly and securely. Scalable. Depending on users' requirements, applications can be scaled up or down. AWS provides a wide range of services across various domains. Here we can take an example of a customer named Mr. X. What if Mr. X wanted to create an application for his online portal? AWS provides compute services that can support the app development process from start to finish, from developing, deploying, running, to scaling the application up or down based on the requirements. The popular services include EC2, AWS Lambda, Amazon Lightsail, and Elastic Beanstalk. For storing website data, Rob could use AWS storage services that would enable him to store, access, govern, and analyze data to ensure that costs are reduced, agility is improved. Popular services within this domain include Amazon S3, EBS, S3 Glacier, and Elastic File Storage. If Mr. X's business took off and he wanted to separate his cloud infrastructure or scale up his work and much more, he would be able to do so with the networking services provided by AWS. Some of the popular networking services include Amazon VPC, Amazon Route 53, and Elastic Load Balancing. And other domains provide AWS that AWS provides services in our analytics, blockchain, containers, machine learning, Internet of Things, and so on. So that's AWS for you in a nutshell. Thank you very much.